Hello, you are there. Good morning to you and welcome to the sports segment here on the AM show. My name is Benedict Osu. Lovely morning, rainy morning. And tonight is a night we've been waiting for how many months? Almost 3 months now. The UEFA Champions League, Tuesday, Wednesday night in European football is back. And I'm going to tell you what's going to happen later tonight in the UEFA Champions League. Also, yesterday, Chelsea, after their back-to-back defeats to Bournemouth and Watford, returned to winning ways. They defeated West Bromwich Albion by 3-0. And Daniel Sturridge, what's happening to him? Just 3 minutes inside that game, he limped off. We'll see what happened in that game. So we start here on the local scene, and Ghana Premier League side Accra Hearts of Oak have confirmed the indefinite suspension of their head coach, that's Frank Nuttal. And in a statement signed by the communications director of the club, Kwame Opariado, he stated that the English gaffer displayed unsupporting and unethical behaviour which contradicted the club's code of conduct, and the decision was taken at an emergency meeting yesterday. That was Monday, after the Gaka G8 silver winner confessed the crime he's been accused of. We're trying to see if we can speak to Frank Nelson, who is a board member of the club, and also a committee has been set. So we have Mr. Frank Nelson. Hello, sir. Thanks so much for joining me here on the show. I mean, yes, we've gone through the statement for our viewers and our listeners, but briefly, I mean, what additional thing did you discover that led to this decision?
Well, thank you, Benedict, and very good morning to our listeners and for the opportunity given to me to speak on the network. Yeah, this is an issue that rose up yesterday at the emergency meeting of Accra, which we held at the SAS yesterday. The simple issue that the coach, there's an issue of the coach who has to find himself in a situation that was out of the club's policy, which comes in terms of the coach releasing some of the players' numbers to foreign agents and for them to contact the players of the clubs. These are past and the present players of the club, and the club felt that this is against the policy of fielding a team. And as such, the coach has been asked to stay on indefinite suspension.
Mr. Nelson, if I understand you correctly, you're saying that the coach gave numbers of past and current players of the team to agents abroad to deal with them.
Yeah, basically that's the information we got, and we decided, we have not confirmed and we have not concluded on it. There are evidences of which some of them the coach admitted and some of them he denied. But based on that, the club has set up a 3-man committee headed by Dr. Nehanyaho Kamso, my good self, and then Lady Ivy Howard Mills. So we'll look into it and then come out with a determination as to whether the allegations are true or they are not true. And then we'll recommend to the board for further action.
Okay.
For now, as I speak to you, the coach is still around. The coach of Accra, so it's just that we have asked him to stay away for a few days before the committee will come to a conclusion. And we believe by the end of the week, these things will be put to rest.
Okay. All right, Mr. Nelson, I know you are part of a committee, and you've rightly noted you are part of a committee to look into this. But please, are you able to mention some of the names of the players? Because obviously we know Atenga left Accra Hearts of Oak, Thomas Abe also left. Are these players part of the players that the coach was dealing with?
Well, unfortunately, I have not been privy. Documents will be sent to us this morning. Some of the coaches we have not confirmed, so this week will take our time to confirm the players that are involved. But we just heard of issues. I mean, for now, it will not be prudent for us to come out in the public and start mentioning names when we have not committed. The committee will work on it, and then by the end of the week, I definitely will have all this information out.
Okay, all right. Mr. Frank Nelson, I call him my father. Thanks so much for joining me this morning here on the show. So that was Frank Nelson, a board member of Accra Hearts of Oak, and he's part of a 3-man committee set up, to look into that issue. But the story is that Accra Hearts of Oak have suspended their coach, Frank Nuttal, indefinitely. And I will bring you more of that in our subsequent sports bulletins here. But we still stay here on the local scene, and the CAF Champions League is on. That's Aduana Stars. Over the weekend, they were away in Egypt to play Al Tahadi of Libya. They lost by 1-0, but Albert Komi, who is CEO of the club, is optimistic that they can overturn that deficit and make it to the next stage of the competition when they host Tahadi in the second leg.
Well, one moment the defense went to sleep, and then they capitalized on it. We had several chances, hitting the post, the goalkeeper making saves. At the end of the day, 1-0, we've accepted the challenge. We are coming back and then meet them come 21st.
More or less, though you are the CEO of the club, but from where you started from, you are more or less like technical man. In technical, who are now share, if I need to see because you boys in intimate take your chances.
Well, I wouldn't say so. So we take more chances because some of them, because the goalkeeper was very spectacular on certain occasions, and the few chances that came also, it was taken well. The only few mistakes that we had was that there were certain opportunities that if they are given to another person, you could have made it very easier. But apart from that, they did very well. I was even amazed at the level of their confidence. But at this time, what we think is have to be focused and do the right thing. We have a deficit of 1. We have to cancel it before I'll be okay.